Ron Howard once said something that stuck with people who heard it: that Hollywood's golden age wasn't golden at all. Beneath the glamour, the premieres, and the perfectly lit close-ups, he believed there was a darker story that almost nobody wanted to tell. This is that story. Errol Flynn was the kind of star who made audiences forget to breathe. The swashbuckling hero of 1930s Hollywood. All charm and danger on screen. But off-camera, his reputation was far more troubling. In 1942, two teenage girls accused Flynn of statutory rape. The trial became a national spectacle. He was acquitted, and the studio machinery that surrounded him ensured his career survived. Years later, private letters reportedly revealed attitudes toward women that deeply disturbed those who read them. Howard has described learning about that trial as a moment that changed how he saw the industry, a realization that fame could shield people from accountability in ways that were genuinely frightening. Flynn died in 1959, at just 50, his body broken by decades of alcohol and excess. Kirk Douglas built his legend from nothing. Born into poverty, he fought his way to the top and became one of cinema's most powerful figures. But people who worked alongside him described a man whose anger could turn a film set hostile in seconds. According to his sister Lana Wood's 2018 memoir, allegations surfaced claiming Douglas had assaulted a young Natalie Wood when she was a teenager. Douglas never faced charges, and the claim has remained disputed. He died in 2020 at 103, and the controversy followed him into history, a reminder that legacy is rarely as clean as the highlight reel suggests. Faye Dunaway was a different kind of force. Brilliant, magnetic, unforgettable on screen. But crew members and co-stars have described working with her as genuinely frightening. Reports of explosive behavior on set, objects thrown, assistants reduced to tears. The stories followed her from production to production. Directors reportedly considered walking away. By the time her reputation had fully calcified, Hollywood had quietly stopped calling. She was eventually fired from a Broadway production in 2011. Howard has been quoted suggesting that chasing perfection without empathy is its own form of destruction. John Wayne was America's myth in human form, but his 1971 Playboy interview, which resurfaced years later, revealed views on race and indigenous people that many found not just outdated, but genuinely hateful. On set, colleagues described an atmosphere built on intimidation. Howard, who studied Wayne's performances as a filmmaker, has reflected that the line between the actor and his most troubling roles wasn't always clear. Wayne died in 1979, still celebrated by millions, but the full picture, for Howard, was a warning about what prejudice looks like when it wears a badge and a Stetson. Roman Polanski's case needs little introduction. In 1977, he pleaded guilty to unlawful sexual intercourse with a 13-year-old girl and fled the United States before sentencing. He has never returned. Howard has spoken about the industry's willingness to separate Polanski's crimes from his art as one of Hollywood's deepest moral failures. Mickey Rooney, once the highest-paid star in America, left behind a legacy defined as much by personal wreckage as by talent. Former co-stars described volatility and cruelty behind the grin that enchanted millions. Howard's point, through all of it, was never about tearing down icons for sport. It was simpler and more unsettling than that. The system that built these legends also protected them, and the people they harmed paid the price in silence. If this kind of storytelling matters to you, hit like and subscribe. There's more where this came from.